I'm Andy Ihnatko of the Chicago Sun-Times for Before You Buy, and this is the Moto 360 Android Wear watch. All summer long, people who were at Google I/O and who saw the LG watch and the Samsung watch were telling me, oh no, the 360 is the one people are going to want to have to wait for. Now we're done waiting for it, and man, was it worth the wait. Obviously, the big difference is that this is a round screen. Yes, okay, try not to pay attention to the fact that there's a little slice of screen underneath it that is not a screen. But I find that having used so many of these smartwatches before that are square, as soon as you find yourself with a round thing on your wrist, you interact with it in a much more homey way than you can with this computer that you had from Samsung that was on your wrist. I'm really liking it a lot. I was also pleased that on my wrist, now I'm a larger guy and I am a guy, and so it looks pretty good on my wrist. In photos and videos, it looked like it might be honkin' huge, and it is certainly large-ish for a man's watch, but it's certainly not ridiculous. I have been wearing it every hour of every day since I got it about 6 days ago, and not once has anybody ever, I've caught anybody staring, which is not what happened when I first tried Google Glass, let me tell you that. So I think that you don't need to worry too much about it being too big. On a lady's wrist, it's definitely a fashion choice. It will be up to you to decide whether it's a good choice for you. But yes, it will attract attention. Although I have been paying more attention to the sizes of watches that people wear these days. And I've been seeing some women with watches that are as big as this. The big thing that I really like about it, though, is this is the best expression of Android Wear. It does run the exact same features, the exact same functions, in more or less the exact same way as it does on any other Android Wear watch. But the fact that you've got this nice little touch button, meaning that you don't have to necessarily have skin contact with the screen in order to make it work, makes it a very more intimate experience. If you haven't used Android Wear before, what I really like about it is the fact that if you've used the Pebble smartwatches, you are looking at your destination device. Your destination is this wristwatch, and you're going to be interacting with this wristwatch. And your wristwatch can listen to your phone and maybe take notifications from your phone, but mostly it's cool because you run special apps on it that do wonderful things and maybe connect through your phone to other services. What I like about Android Wear is that there is such a tight level of intimacy between the watch on your wrist and the phone that's in your pocket, and that's the big payoff. The apps that are written for Android Wear that run really well let you leave the phone in your pocket. As a matter of fact, there really isn't necessarily such a thing as an app for this watch. All there are your podcast catcher app. You upgraded from version 2.4.2 to version 2.4.3, and with that little upgrade, it includes support for this watch, where if you're running your podcatcher app and you notice that, and that app notices that, oh, he's got a Moto 360 on his wrist, so all of a sudden, if I'm listening to podcasts in the car, it will add a little bit of a music player tile to the screen. So I really, really like that. It really fits in with what I think a wearable, how I think a wearable can really help you out. There's so many tasks where you don't need to take the phone out of your pocket. You don't need to unlock it. You don't need to drill down into an app, because all I really want to do is I want to tap it. I want to say, take a note. Remember tomorrow that I have to take a picture of that new sign when I get to the Boston Public Library. And it does the text-to-speech immediately, and now I've got an Evernote Evernote stuck there. This would have been, yes, okay, a lazy 15-second operation on my phone, but why do I have to reach into my pockets? People 10 minutes ago were seeing me think, oh, where did I put that phone? Because I got so many pockets, and I'm doing a keynote, I've got papers everywhere. When it's right here, and all you need is take a note. Boy, that works so great. So bottom line is that I think this is the best Android Wear watch that's been released yet. And the other thing is that it's not yet a product that everybody will have a use for. But what I think is that there are a lot of people who are dismissing Android Wear watches because they're thinking, why would I want to have a computer on my wrist? And goodness gracious, isn't that big and ugly and stupid looking? Maybe, but you should really take a look at one before you decide that, because I certainly had skepticism before I tried this watch, and now I'm thinking this is one of the nicest things that I've used in the past 6 months. So, food for thought. They're available in stores at Best Buy, at some Best Buy stores. Maybe while you're getting out there getting a frozen yogurt, if there's a Best Buy nearby and they have one of these Moto 360s, go in and take a look. For Before You Buy, I'm Andy Ihnatko. Thanks for watching.